Well, good morning, everybody. It's great to see you this morning. The Lord be with you. Let's start this morning with our school prayer. If you put your hands together and close your eyes, you can read along with me. Today is a new day. I am in your hands, Lord. Be with me in all I do, in all I think, in all I say. I ask these things in Jesus Christ's name. Amen. And now's a good time for you to light a candle. If you've got one in your room, light the candle to show us that God's with us as we gather here to worship him. Today we're thinking about Lent. Guys, we're thinking about the theme of Lent, and we were thinking about look out for Lent, and we're coming to the very final one in our series. So today we are thinking about our world community. So as we've been looking at Lent, we've been kind of widening our experience a little bit, haven't we? We started looking off, first of all, at our friends and our community and so on, and our school community, and then gradually we've got bigger until today we're actually thinking about our world community. And it's a big place. There's lots of things, there's lots of differences, there's lots of similarities, but you know what, it's a massive world and there's lots of challenges. So what we're going to think about first of all is what would we like to change about our world, and to kind of help us think about that, we're going to watch this short video.
Finally, our global community is vast and varied. There are many people in need across the world who face challenges and difficulties daily. We also have the responsibility to care for the environment. Issues such as climate change can affect us all. This Lent, let's consider how our actions can impact global needs. Finally,
Now, I've got a Bible verse for you today, which I think could be really relevant to this when we're thinking. Now, I've got a Bible verse for you today, which I think could be really relevant to this when we're thinking about how well we're looking after God. Okay, and that Bible verse is as follows. It's from Psalms 115. Okay, and in Psalms 115, it says this: "The highest heavens belong to the Lord, but the earth he has given to mankind." I'm going to read that again because I think it's a great verse. The highest heavens belong to the Lord, but the earth he has given to mankind. And the Bible tells us that God has given the earth to mankind. It's ours to look after. When we say mankind, it means everyone. It just doesn't mean men. It actually means everybody in the earth. It's ours to look after. And you know what? We know that we're not very good at looking after it in many ways, do we? We've made mistakes. There are people we don't look after very well. There's areas of the world we don't look after well. We did a lot about it during our sustainability work, didn't we? The way we don't look after the world, the issue we've got with climate change and pollution and all too many plastics and things like that. And one of the things that I want you to think about are these questions. Do you see the earth as a gift from God? You might not see it as a gift from God. But even if you don't see it as a gift from God, is it still a really good thing to look after? How well do you think mankind is taking care of our world and its people? You know what? Many people would say not very well. You might have a different opinion on that. And then finally, and thirdly, and this is really important, what can you do to look out for our world? So how can you make a difference? Think back to those sustainability pledges we did at the end of sustainability work, when you said, this is how I'm going to make a difference, and think about whether you can make a real difference to the world these days. Because remember, the highest heavens belong to the Lord, but the earth he has given to mankind. Now, finally, today, here's some ideas of things you could do, okay? And these do link together with our sustainability pledges we did a few weeks ago. First of all, you know what? It's easy to give some time to find out an issue you're concerned about. Think about what worries you about the world. Think about what you don't like, and think about, well, can you find some more information out about that? Are you able to speak up for people in our world who live in poverty? Poverty is one of the saddest things about our world. We know there's enough food, we know there's enough money, we know there's enough of everything in the world to share around to everybody. But the sad thing is, and the really unfair thing is, it's shared out really badly. And because it's shared out really badly, some people have absolutely loads of stuff, and some people have very little. We're actually in the group that actually probably have too much. It's worth remembering that as well. And finally, the last thing, which is worth reminding yourself of, is what can you do? Could you choose 3 actions to commit to reducing what you do to the environment? For example, could you use less single-use plastics? Could you make sure you recycle your plastic bottles all the time? Could you make sure you're turning the lights off? Okay. Could you make sure you're not leaving the taps on and wasting water? All those sorts of things. Could you research a global charity working to help people? Okay. And think of other ways that we can think about to do to regularly help a global cause. There's lots of stuff we can think about there, and guys, that's your job to see what you can do, because ultimately we need to make a difference. Remember, God gave us the world, and it's our responsibility to look after it. And finally, to finish off this morning, we're going to do a short prayer. I want you to listen to the words of the prayer, and if you agree with the words in the prayer, you can say amen as well. So put your hands together, close your eyes, and we'll say our prayer. Lord, thank you for our world and all its beauty and diversity. Help us to look outwards and to consider the needs of people all over the world. Amen. Go in the light and peace of Christ. Now have a great day, everyone, and if I don't see you before, you have a wonderful Easter time as well. Enjoy your 2 weeks off. Have a great time. Get some rest. Do a bit of century work, maybe keep yourself ticking over, okay? But make sure whatever you do, have a good time with your families and so on. And we'll look forward to seeing you back for the summer term in 2 weeks' time. Have a great holiday, everybody.